A big legal blow for President Trump's sweeping tariffs. A three-judge federal trade panel has now ruled that the president overstepped his authority with most of the tariffs that he's rolled out this term, including that 10% rate on basically all trading partners, as well as some of the steepest tariffs on China. The administration blasting the decision and asking the court to pause it while appeals play out. Here's the president's advisors earlier on this decision.
This is their last line of defense. We have these unelected judges who are trying to force their own will when it comes to tax policy, trade policy, and all matters of the economy.
If there are little hiccups here or there because of decisions that activist judges make, then it shouldn't just concern you at all. And it's certainly not going to affect the negotiations.
Let's bring in NBC News senior business correspondent Christine Romans and Bloomberg reporter Amara Imokwe. Amara Imokwe. Got it. Christine, who knew that there was this U.S. International Trade Court?
Oh, they've been meeting for a few weeks here now, listening to these arguments. And small businesses and states, there are a couple of different cases here where the small businesses and states went to this court and said, look, we need you to block these tariffs because the president doesn't have the power to do this. The president had used emergency powers for these so-called reciprocal tariffs. And this three-judge panel, which specializes in trade issues, agreed and said they need to be blocked. 10 days now the White House has to undo all of them. And it's so interesting. You heard what Jason Miller said there about unelected judges. And one of these judges was appointed by Trump, one by Ronald Reagan, and one by Barack Obama. So these are trade specialized judges that found that the president does not have the power to put those tariffs on.
And as you point out, it's a bipartisan panel of judges, including two who were nominated by Republican presidents, one by Trump himself. Amara, we know that this move blocks most of the tariffs, but not all. So which ones does this apply to? Which tariffs are untouched?
Yeah, so as Christine was mentioning there, it applies to most of the tariffs that the administration has announced so far this year. But some do remain in place because they were implemented using other legal authorities that didn't come up in this legal case. So, for instance, we still have those tariffs on steel, autos, and aluminum that remain in place. And I think what this basically shows is that the question of where these tariffs ultimately settle out is still very much open, right? The administration has said that it plans to appeal this court's decision, and they do have other authorities under which they can still implement tariffs. And so the fundamental challenge facing U.S. businesses about where these tariffs settle and how they plan and how they think about their investments and their hiring and all those things around these tariffs, there's still a lot of uncertainty surrounding those questions, and those uncertainties remain.
Yeah, Christy, you and I have talked so much about the tariffs and the impact on supply chain, on the impact on prices at whether it's the grocery store or somewhere like a Target. So how quickly could things be reversed? Like, is the genie going to go back into the bottle?
No, I still think there's an awful lot of uncertainty, maybe even more uncertainty, because a lot of businesses were looking forward to this July 9th date when they were going to find out what the tariff levels were going to be on all these dozens of countries. The White House had said at one point, somebody in the White House had said there'd be 90 deals in 90 days. We only have one framework of one deal with the UK right now. So there's a lot of deals to be done. And so there still is this big uncertainty. I think the place where you're going to see the biggest change for small business will be anybody who's importing stuff from China, because you went now from a 30% tariff to, if this stands here, then that tariff, you don't have that big 30% tariff anymore that the president had put on. And so costs could go down for anybody importing from China. And I've been talking to businesses today who are trying to figure out, now, wait a minute, I've been only buying the bare minimum because I'm just trying to stay in business and figure out what prices are going to be down the road. Now, should I be buying up a bunch of stuff? Should I? So nobody really knows exactly what to do.
I mean, and what about these other countries who are in negotiations with this administration? You point out the 90 deals in 90 days has a lot left to come into fruition, in that there's only the UK that has said, at least on record, we have a deal, but let's sort out the details. So do you see this ruling impacting these negotiations?
I think it is a new variable in these negotiations because now this takes some leverage away from the president. This means that these other countries could be saying, OK, wait a minute, we might have settled for a higher tariff rate before this ruling than we do right now. So it's a new wrinkle as the negotiations proceed. But, there's a lot of deals to be done. And the White House, Kevin Hassett from the White House said that, Peter Navarro said earlier today that, countries are still calling, that they are still negotiating. So we'll see if these deals come up soon.
And right now, Amara, not a ton of market moves this morning. We did see the futures overnight shot way up, but you can see just a little up here as we're looking at the Dow up 20 points or so. So what does this mean? Are investors and corporate America happy that the three-judge panel intervened here, or what is this reaction?
Well, yeah, I think this is certainly a lot of businesses, corporate America they're going to be breathing a sigh of relief today because of this ruling. But as we've been talking about, nothing is set in stone. There's still a lot of open questions. And really, markets have really been sort of hanging on every trade development, which is why we've been seeing a lot of volatility in markets since these reciprocal tariffs were first announced in April. And I think it just also shows that a lot of the times what the administration is trying to accomplish with these tariffs is really not understood by markets, right? Is it a negotiating tool? Is it an effort to bring manufacturing back to the country? What exactly is the administration trying to accomplish? Sometimes the aims don't really seem aligned. And that's why we've seen the markets really kind of having a lot of volatility and really hanging on every development.
It has been a roller coaster, quite literally. Amara Amokwe and Christine Romans, thank you, ladies. Appreciate the conversation and your reporting. Up next.